You say Katseye isn't a K-pop group, and you say it as if I don't know Katseye isn't a K-pop group. I've been making videos about Korean pop groups for half of my life. You really think that I don't know Katseye, a group with one Korean member and a group that sings in all English, isn't K-pop? Girl! Hi friends and foes. My name is Dylan and welcome to my new talk show. Pending title, this is the debut episode. It wasn't supposed to be, but I felt inspired to talk about this subject in particular. In the latest episode of my new K-pop show, we watched Katseye by Gnarly. What? In the latest episode of my new K-pop show, we watched Gnarly by Katseye. And girl, if you read the comments, you would think I proclaimed Katseye as an official K-pop artist. As if I can do that. First off, what the f***? Because I swear, every other comment about Katseye was this. Katseye isn't K-pop! Ugh! Katseye is not a K-pop girl group! Exclamation, bitch! Now, I don't mean to call any of you out because I'm sure some of you are watching today. I actually do understand why someone who has never seen my content before might think that I'm the one who's confused. Let's face it, I'm the one who put Katseye on a show I called My New K-Pop Show. Right. In fact, this isn't the first time I've experienced this particular phenomena. I included XG, which is a Japanese girl group who promotes in Korea and sings in English. Very confusing, but they are also not a K-pop group. However, I included them in the first episode of my new K-pop show. And of course, I received many comments letting me know, as if I didn't, that XG is in fact not a K-pop group. As if I don't already know, bitch. Maybe you were a new viewer and maybe you didn't know who I am. However, you lose me with that argument as soon as you realize that in those videos, I declared myself as a 15-year-long veteran K-pop fan. I have followed K-pop forever. I know what a K-pop group makes. Okay? My guess is most people who left that kind of comment didn't get to that part in the video. You know? Now, to make things crystal motherfucking clear to everyone watching, I know what K-pop is. Stands for Korean pop music, bitch. I know that both Katseye and XG don't sing in Korean. I have ears. I'm speaking English to you. I understand the concept of a language. However, both groups definitely deserve a spot on my new K-pop show. Yes, they do. Because first off, it's my show. And I can put whoever I want on it, okay? But more importantly, both Katseye and XG serve K-pop. And if you're a real K-pop fan, you know what I'm saying. The language they're singing in is the only aspect of their performance that isn't explicitly K-pop. While K-pop does stand for Korean pop music, it's not the Korean language that gets people excited about K-pop. The language honestly has nothing to do with the appeal of K-pop. I didn't fall in love with Girls' Generation because I couldn't understand what they were saying. I fell in love because for the first time in my life, I was presented with 9 performers, all female, who had trained their asses off for years to a point where their performance was mind-blowing to me. The level of performance talent that has become the standard in the K-pop industry simply does not exist here in the West. Until now. Until Katseye. Katseye is an attempt to take that same system of rigorous training and apply it to a global girl group with the world in mind. These girls aren't focused on dominating Korea and then the world. They're focused on dominating the entire world from the jump, from the get-go, bitch. And that's the world I want to live in, where Katseye is on top, okay? Now, to be fair, there are still some girl groups who weren't trained in the K-pop system that managed to slay. When I was super young, Destiny's Child was a great example of this, and as I grew up a little bit, Little Mix came around and they slayed, bitch. I've always loved girl groups. Growing up, I wanted to be a cheetah girl until Raven left, and then I had no interest in being a cheetah. The point is, I love girl groups. More specifically, I love girl groups who slay. Be honest with me, y'all. Do you want to live in the world where girl groups perform at the level of Fifth Harmony? Or do you want to live in my world, where girl groups perform at the level of Katseye? The difference between those two worlds is K-pop. On paper, Katseye and Fifth Harmony should be at the same level of performance. Both groups were formed on reality competition shows. After completing their reality shows, both groups made their debut. And this is no shade to Fifth Harmony. There's some good vocalists in that group, and one good dancer. However, if you compare their level of performance, It's not even comparable. And what you make of that difference is a matter of personal taste. Some people prefer a more laid-back performance, where the members aren't moving too much, so that they can focus on singing. Not me. I need more stimulation. And both Katseye and XG give me what I need that previously only K-pop groups had been able to do before. Okay? Is it making sense? Are things clicking? Are the clicks clacking for you yet? Are you still confused? And they give me what I need because the standard that these Korean pop labels set for their performers is insanely high in every aspect of their existence, not just their performance level. Their whole existence. You can't just be a talented singer. You can't just be a talented dancer. You can't even just be both. You have to be both those things and beautiful. When training these performers, the labels are aiming for perfection, okay? They don't want any mistakes ever. I've never done this, but a lot of K-pop fans refer to their favorite artists as idols. These performers are put on a pedestal. They are worshipped. Honestly, it seems like Korean culture also expects a lot more from their performers on a personal level. These performers are trained to appeal to everyone and offend no one. These labels want fans to fall so deeply in love with their favorite performers that they become fans for life. They know there's a better chance you'll buy the album, the concert ticket, the merch, the meet and greet pass. They know there's a better chance you'll buy everything if you're in love with the performers. And I mean literally in love. K-pop stars are not allowed to date. No. You owe that to your fans. You have to date your fans. I mean, they can date if they want, but the consequences they will face from the Korean public, it's not worth it. Let me tell you, it's not fucking worth it. And in my opinion, those consequences are completely unwarranted. I don't feel like these performers owe us anything besides great performances. That's their job. I didn't pay them to date me. I didn't pay them to be celibate. What the fuck kind of thinking is that? Katseye excites me so much because they're the first girl group to have the same level of training that I'm used to in all of my favorite K-pop groups, without the filters of K-pop, without the downsides of having to appeal to the Korean public at all times, because that's not their first priority. If they win over Korea, great, but they're trying to win over everyone, okay? I think their future is bright. I think Katseye is going to finally give me and all of us the best of both worlds. Amazing vocal and visual performances that K-pop fans have learned to expect, as well as a level of emotion and authenticity that Western audiences have come to expect. So no, Katseye isn't K-pop. And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited to see where their career goes from here. However, I will still definitely be including them in my new K-pop show, because Katseye fans are K-pop fans. Whether they know it or not, bitch. Everyone who likes what Katseye is doing would love K-pop. If you say you love Katseye but not K-pop, you're a liar. Okay? Or you're confused. Like you don't understand what you're saying. To the members of Katseye, I have just one thing to say. You better work! Y'all have already won over all of the international K-pop fans. We got you. We get you, and we got you. We might argue sometimes whether or not we should consider you a K-pop group, but I promise, girls, we got you. Now all that's left to win over is the general public. Your label will try and convince you that you need the general public in order to make it. But I'm here to tell you, fuck that. You don't need those hoes. Winning over the general public is difficult, random, and can honestly happen to anyone, despite their level of talent. And sometimes the general public chooses wrong. Just look at Katy Perry. So don't worry about the normies. Keep giving us great music and keep up that K-pop level of performance, and you will have a career for life. I promise you. We got you. Now, I'm assuming y'all's label is having you work hours that none of you are used to. Like, it must be crazy. Maybe not. I'd love to know. Is your job chill as a Katseye member? Or is it hard as fuck? I'm gonna go with it's probably hard as fuck. And it's going to get harder. The world tour will come. And with that, so will expectations from your label, your fans, and your fellow members to put on a perfect performance every night. But you girls are so young. Your brains aren't even done developing. Okay? Please remember that the level of pressure y'all are dealing with now is not normal. Every single day, each member of Katseye are going to make mistakes, just like me, just like everyone watching. And that's okay. You have to forgive yourself every single time. Most people would fail 100% of the time if they tried to do what you girls can do. It's okay if you fail 1% of the time. It's also okay that not everyone loves Gnarly. Most people eventually came around and are now obsessed with the song. I know that's me, but there's always going to be somebody who's not liking what you're doing, and that's okay too. I have faith that you girls are going to continue to slay in everything you do, and I'm so excited to see where the group goes from here. So yeah, Katseye isn't K-pop, but they are staying on my new K-pop show. If you want to stick around and see my reaction to what they have in store for us next with their upcoming mini album, Beautiful Chaos, coming at the end of the month, then be sure to subscribe. But please don't subscribe if you expect only positive things to be coming out of my mouth 100% of the time. I share my real, genuine first reactions on this channel because I'm a real bitch. If I love it, I love it. If I don't, I don't. And you're gonna be able to tell. I'm not a liar. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want fake-ass reactions from people just trying to please every fandom on the planet, then there are channels for you. You can go there. But if you're a real bitch and understand how you can absolutely love an artist, have respect for them, and support their work, while also keeping your reaction genuine and real, and expressing disappointment if you are disappointed, then you're in the right place. We keep it real here. We keep it real. There's not a single artist on the planet who has a perfect catalog with 0 skips. Real bitches know that. Ask the members of Katseye. We all know some of them don't vibe with a few of the tracks from Sis. We know this because they've said it publicly, and that's one of the reasons I love Katseye. They are real. All right, real bitches. I think that's all I have to say for now. So, that's it. Bye-bye.